Lesson 3, Balancing Your Diet. You know that your body needs the nutrients in food to stay healthy. However, you may not know which foods to eat or how much of them to eat to get all the nutrients you need. Fortunately, a number of tools have been developed by nutrition scientists and public health agencies to help you make healthy food choices. These tools include the Dietary Guidelines for Americans, My Plate, the My Pyramid Food Guidance System, the Food Guide Pyramid, and the Nutrition Facts label. The Dietary Guidelines for Americans. The Dietary Guidelines for Americans are designed to help Americans get more nutrients without extra calories. They recommend that Americans eat more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low-fat milk products, fish, beans, peas, nuts, and seeds. The Dietary Guidelines for Americans also recommend minimizing the intake of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, salt, and added sugar. These food items can contribute to disease risk. And because being healthy isn't just about making healthy food choices, the guidelines recommend that Americans engage in at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day to help maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of chronic disease. My Pyramid, Steps to a Healthier You. To build a healthy diet, you must be able to choose foods that give you enough of the proper nutrients. The My Pyramid Food Guidance System is a tool that helps you understand how much of each type of food you should eat every day. The My Pyramid symbol shown below on the next page is made up of 6 colored stripes. 5 of these stripes represent 5 food groups. The 6th stripe represents oils, which is also part of a healthy diet. A food group is made up of foods that contain similar nutrients. The width of each stripe represents the relative proportion of your diet that should be made up of foods from that group. The groups with the widest stripes are grains, vegetables, fruit, and milk. Each person needs a different amount of food from each group every day. The amount of food needed by a person depends on his or her age, gender, and level of daily physical activity. The person climbing the steps of the My Pyramid symbol shows that being active every day is important for good health. So the My Pyramid food system came along in the 90s and has been used all the way up until the Obama administration. And if you look at it, it does contain physical activity as well as food choices. And since then, the My Plate guidance system has been developed, and we'll look at that shortly. And prior to My Pyramid was the Food Guide Pyramid, and we'll look at that as well. But in this one, some of the names are different from My Plate and the Food Pyramid Guide, and some of the daily recommendations of the different food groups are also different. And if you notice that yellow stripe is oils group, and that's not contained in the My Plate at all. However, in the Food Guide Pyramid, it is labeled fats, oils, and sweets. All right. Also, if you look at the My Pyramid, there's a grains group, and that's going to be different from each guidance system as well. The meat and beans and the milk also may look different. Now the vegetables and the fruits are going to stay consistent throughout all 3. All right, so that's that. This is the My Plate. This is the newest one that people are following now. And instead of having a milk group, we have the dairy group. And instead of having meat and beans, we have a protein group on this one. But on the side, it tells you what all the different food groups mean and how much of them you should eat. And how much of them you should eat is based on the size of the serving on the plate. So obviously, looking at this, the vegetables and the grains you're going to eat the most of, and dairy you're going to eat the least of. And this is the food pyramid guide, and this was around when I was a kid. This is the original food guidance system. And if you notice, there is a pyramid still, but it's instead of having stripes, it's blocked off, and some of the names of the groups are differently, like fats, oils, and sweets is oils in my pyramid. And then there's the rice, cereal, bread, pasta group, and that's named grains in the other two food guidance systems. So all three of them are different, even though they're pretty much saying the same thing. The nutrition facts label. A useful tool for finding out what nutrients are in a food is the nutrition facts label. Found on the outside packages of food, the nutrition facts label states the number of servings in the container, the number of calories in each serving, and the quantity of nutrients in each serving. The daily values section shows what percentage of your daily need for each nutrient is met by one serving of the food. For example, on the next few slides, I'm going to show two different cereals, and we're going to look at the percent daily value of each of those, as well as the calories, sugar, and the protein that you get. Alright, so this is Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Most of you have heard of that or have eaten it at some point in your life. And the other cereal that we're going to look at is the Fiber One Honey Clusters, and maybe not so many of you have tried this. So let's look at the Cinnamon Toast Crunch first. That you can have a serving size of 3/4 of a cup, and that's right up top. And there's about 11 servings of that in that particular box. And from 3/4 of a cup of the cereal without milk, it's 130 calories. Alright, and on this Fiber One cereal, you get 1 cup, so you get a 1/4 cup more, and it's 160 calories, so it's a few more calories, but you're getting a whole cup. Alright, so let's look at the fat. You get 3 grams of fat from 3/4 of a cup of this cereal without the milk, and you only get 1.5 grams of fat from the Fiber One, so it's about half the fat in Fiber One, and of course, again, I'm going to say you're getting a 1/4 more of a cup. So far, this cereal is looking like it's a little better for you. Let's go down to the carbohydrates. There are 25 grams of carbohydrates, but the carbohydrates are broken down further. So if you look below where it says total carbohydrates, it's got fiber and sugar, so we're going to focus on those. In this particular cereal, you get 2 grams of fiber, but in the Fiber One cereal, you're getting 13 grams of fiber, and fiber is a very important nutrient for you, as we talked about in the prior lesson. So you're getting much more fiber in this cereal. In the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you're getting 10 grams of sugar, whereas in the Fiber One, you're getting 6 grams of sugar, so it's almost half, and you're getting more of the cereal. So just by looking at the nutrition facts label, the Fiber One is the healthier of the two cereals. So anytime you go into a store and you're unsure of what to look for, always look at the nutrition facts label. Also down the right hand column, it gives you the percentage of the daily value of what that nutrient, how much of that nutrient you need. And if you look at the fiber and the Fiber One, it's 51% of the daily value. And if you look at it on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's 6%. So that would mean that you're getting half of your fiber for the day from one serving of food, and that's pretty significant. So that's something else you want to look at, as well as vitamins and minerals, which are also going to be listed on there. So if you look at vitamin A, for example, you're getting 15% of your daily value, because that, you remember, we're looking at the far right column, and vitamin over here, A over here, you're getting 4%, so you're getting more from the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But overall, you want to look at the whole label and decide what you're wanting from the food, and then you can decide which is a better choice for you. Alright, what is a serving size? A serving size is the standard amount of food that allows food to be compared with one another. The nutrition facts label shows you information about the nutrients in one serving of a packaged food. One serving of fluid, such as fruit juice, is usually equal to 1 cup. Keep in mind that serving sizes for a food are not always the same, especially for packaged foods. Many packaged foods contain more than 1 serving. Also remember that how much you actually eat is very important. The number of servings that you eat depends on you. What is a portion? A portion of food is the amount of food you want to eat. Often, a portion is not the same as a serving. For example, imagine you are going to eat a can of soup. The nutrition facts label states that the can of soup contains 2 servings. If you eat the whole can of soup, you would be eating 2 servings and twice the amount of nutrients found in 1 serving. So you'd have to take those numbers on the back of that can and you'd have to multiply them by 2, and that's actually what you would be getting. Our portion sizes depend on how much we want to eat. It is important to note that most restaurants provide portions that are larger than 1 serving. For instance, in some restaurants, 1 hamburger or 1 portion could supply more than your daily recommended amount of meat. Be sure to use the nutrition facts label and the My Pyramid food guidance system, as well as My Plate, to know how much food you need from each group. Then you can choose your portions wisely.